Hi, I'm Barry Ashworth from the Dub Pistols, and someone told me it'd be a great idea to put on a festival. We are a Mucky Weekender.
He's silver on Goldie. This is what tick.
Tick, 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 tick.
Select, we got the vibe forever. Yo, Mucky Weekender. Select. I go by the name of Seanie Tee, original Dub Pistolero. I'm here with OnTrax. You know we got it on CD, we got it on MP3, and we got it on wax.
My name's Luke, I'm Head of Fundraising Operations for Tonic Music for Mental Health.
What is Tonic actually doing here today at this festival?
A couple of things. Tonic Riders, that's our backstage support for crew, artists, etc. You know, looking after those, not looking after, but giving advice to those who need it. We've got qualified people on site. Tell them a little bit about us, what we do, you know, post festival season, the peer groups, the online courses, and just a support really, you know.
We're here standing outside Tonic's store. Can you tell me a little bit about what Tonic is doing here at Mucky?
Well, I'm a patron for Tonic Music Mental Health because it's something I'm strongly believe in. I've been, been an ambassador for many years. So, as someone who's been in the music industry and suffered with substance abuse, alcohol abuse, which leads to mental health problems that so many people in the industry have, it's something I'm very passionate about.
It's a very up and down industry. Festival season's going to be over pretty much when this festival finishes, and people do have a bit of a come down and, well, what do I do now? And it's a difficult one, and so we're there for the Tonic Rider back here, and then out in the front we're more there for the music lovers. This isn't all about making sure the crew's okay. There's a lot of people out there, thousands of people out there that on the face of it are potentially having the time of their lives, but some of them might not be, and it's somewhere they can come have a conversation, nothing too heavy, but we can tell them who we are, what we do, give them some zines, give them some contact information, and next week they might reach out, they might sign up to the newsletter, we're growing massively thanks to people like Barry and Seanie and the team.
One of the things that Bob Marley said was, when the music hits you, you feel no pain, right?
Resonates.
All right. So music is great therapy. There's so many music that puts you in different places. You got even well music. You see what I'm saying? So there's so many music that can soothe you, music that lifts your spirit. You got music for the mind, that's consciousness, and you got music that's just a party. So music is the great healer, it's a great tonic, it's great therapy.
And so you also help artists with post-event support as well. So
yeah. Obviously, after an event, whether it's a festival or a tour or even one gig, we did a gig at Royal Albert Hall, and there's a lot of work. Sometimes months worth of work that goes into that show, and then when the dust settles and all the kit's broken down and you're finished, there's a lot of downtime for people, and it's good to have these. We've got one in a couple of weeks. It really is a conversation. How's everyone doing? What's going well? What's not going well? What can we offer? We've got psychotherapists, we've got Adam Ficek on our books for Baby Champions, we've got Jade and Geordie and other people, we've got some really clued up, qualified people in this field that can help. But yeah, those post things are initially just a conversation. They're free. And if they want to move on to other things and potentially get help in other ways, or even just sign up to the mailing list to see what we're doing next week, next month, because when festival season stops, it doesn't stop for us. We're a charity. We've got to keep going. We've got to keep fundraising and keep helping people.
Yeah. One time, I never smiled for a whole year, and you know how I know I didn't smile for a whole year? No one didn't call me for a whole year. I wouldn't talk to anybody for a whole year. For 1 year, fam, I went through so much shit. I don't want to tell you the year. It was back in the 90s. I didn't smile for a whole year. I monitored myself, and I saw that I didn't smile for that whole year. Only when I had my kids for the weekend. It's the only time I smiled. So I know about mental health, man. I know.
Just looked on sound system music and just felt it. And it felt like a really way to express myself, and then linked up with Luke, and here we are.
do you think that music is a form of therapy? Because you said it's a way to express yourself. Is that in a therapeutic way?
I'd say it's one of the purest forms of therapy. If you spend time learning music and honing that, it's one of the true ways to express yourself. Like for me, when I'm on stage performing, that feels like home, and it feels like any kind of emotional stuff that I'm going through, that's kind of a release for me, and it kind of grounds me. Regardless of whatever's going on in my life, I always have music. I always come back to that. It brings me like I'm just smiling thinking about it.
Oh, that's
brings me
beautiful.
happiness, yeah.
So it's just something that's really dear to my heart. And the whole point about Tonic is recovery through music. For me, music is the most emotive and most natural and tribal thing in the world. So it totally makes sense that music will lift you, it can bring you down, it can bring everything. It's all your emotions. So everything this charity does, everything I care about. You know, music is my passion, music is my life, but music has also destroyed me. You know what I mean? Being in the industry, it's just, and I don't know whether it's the industry that necessarily is that, but you know, I've been down that path and I've struggled with it myself in the past. So, you know, to be able to help anybody is an absolute is a gift, and it's actually helped my well-being.
So, just wanted to ask you, do you think music is therapeutic?
Well, it's therapeutic in the sense that in the digital age, anything that brings people together for a collective and synchronized experience is a good thing.
Okay, but what about if you're listening to music on your own, or you're writing music, or you're writing this, or you're going through a difficult time and you hear music? Would you say that's a form of therapy to yourself?
Absolutely. Music will soothe your pain. Everything that I am today comes from music. I don't think people remember that it has that power to be a tool for social and personal change.
Well, is there a certain type of music that for you heals the most?
For me, the music that heals the most for me is reggae music.
Yeah.
I love my reggae music because the original essence of reggae music, the roots and culture, it's an uplifting and it's a reality. So you can talk about your upbringing and you know things that relate to your lifestyle and things like that, and it puts you in places. So you know, as you grow, music becomes a soundtrack to your life. Yeah. So you might have heard a song from way back then. That as soon as you hear it, it takes you way back then into school disco dancing.
Like fix problems that you had at the time, and it helped you through it. Like it got you through it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think the nature of the industry is that you're doing late nights, you're touring, you're doing, especially back in the day, you know, like I said, alcohol, substance abuse, late nights, the pressure of performing. Most people don't, you know, everyone puts on a bravado, but that's not the reality. You know, so I know full well because I've been there and I've nearly ruined my own career and we've really nearly ruined my own head by doing all those things. You know, I'm lucky enough to have come through it. But if there's one person that I can help, then that's all I care about.
Fam, I know that cloud. I had a cloud over me one time, fam, for a long time. And I got away from that cloud. And I'm never gonna let that cloud catch me again. I know the clouds, they're never gonna catch me again. And I can tell you one thing, exercise. I know it sounds crazy, but when I went to that gym, I looked at myself in the mirror after about 3 weeks, I was feeling myself. And it helped me to get back, getting it, endorphins, stuff working in me. I don't know what happened, but I went to that gym and at my lowest point, and I tell you, I'm not being like, you know, exercise can help you through depression and help you to feel yourself. Because when you look in your mirror 2 weeks after, a couple pics coming up, trust me, it helps you feel good. So yeah, use it. Exercise, endorphins, that's to help me anyway. Exercise is a big thing for me. Music's always been my therapy, that's why I can never go over the edge. Music has always been there, but it's all about getting them chemicals running, getting the endorphins, getting the, you know, testosterone, whatever, you know, men, females that have that. So it's all about keeping yourself lively, reading, getting knowledge. Music is the one. Bless her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Rob. I'm from the Stereo MCs. We're from South East London.
Lovely. And I was just asking you before, do you think that music is therapeutic?
Undoubtedly, music carries an energy, and depending on how the music's made, what the originators of the music are, what kind of energy they're putting into the music, as a human being you can feel it. or as a living entity, you can feel it. I know I've always found that music makes my life feel better. When I have anxious times, I find that different sorts of music just help me relate to the world better and realise that it's not actually something I need to really be. I think most of our anxieties are unwarranted, and it's just our minds blow them out of proportion, and somehow music just pulls me out and makes me realise it's not really that important, and I don't have to get anxious about stuff.
Yeah, we just need to spread the word.
Yeah, totally. And, you know, obviously men don't like to talk. That's not as bad as it was, but it's still definitely a thing. You know, the male suicide rate speaks for itself. And I just feel it's a problem that's not going away, you know. So hopefully we're doing our little bit to help that.
So as the mental health issues sort of raise, the support needs to also rise at the same time.
Absolutely. Yeah. And unfortunately there aren't too many people, there aren't too many charities like Tonic that are offering this. Every festival's got St John's ambulance and medics and things like that, and obviously that's needed. But the mental aspect, the mental health aspect side of things is ignored. Not as much as it was, but it's still got a long way to go.
What's your involvement with Tonic?
My involvement in Tonic, I am, you know what? I don't know if I'm a patron or an ambassador, but I'm part of Tonic.
Either way, you're involved.
I'm part of Tonic.
You're
I'm
involved.
going to put it that way. Yeah. So I've got a thing called Seanie Tee, Seanie Tonic FC, which is a charity football team. And so we play matches against teams. We've got a big event coming up next year. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's still in the works.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll save that for another time.
We saved that, but we played against Tonbridge Angels, and we raised quite a bit of money for charity, and that was great. We had musicians playing, actors, we had a few footballers and everything playing, and it was a great day. And then afterwards, we had an after party where we had DJs playing, so it was a whole day full of events, just raising money and awareness for Tonic.
I do think of Barry's Flying Circus, which I get most people to come and join me. Practice the slide play, and we usually raise about £120,000. And when initially I get people, and it's most important. It's the best experience of roll like big straps and a slide play.
Wow.
So now I actually am my member of the Flying Circus.
When you come to Mucky Weekender, one thing that resonates with everybody is just love. There's so much love and there's so much joy, and people are just glad to be here and enjoy themselves.
It's a special festival.
100%. It's all about love, 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 love. That's right.
Oh my busy days. Oh my busy days.
I love you, mate. Well done. Well, have a good time. Be safe out there, kids. Be safe. See you next year.
Fucking 58 in 10 days. I did not believe I've been doing this music with all this new generation and the old heads that turned up tonight. Thank you so much. Music keeps us together. It keeps the love. Keep it real. Yeah? Alright, Metalheads, October 20. Coco's, bring it live. Love you guys. Be safe. Kiss each other.